Hi, welcome to my video, and if it's your first time here, then welcome to my channel. My name is Anila, and today I have made the ugliest pasta ever. If you don't believe me, you need to keep watching. So the other day, I was at my local bulk barn and I saw such a beautiful pasta, farfalle, which are the bow ties. The pasta is black and white, no two pieces are alike, and I thought that this was the most beautiful and elegant pasta that I had ever seen. So I bought a lot of it, and I was so excited to cook it today. I took all the veggies out of my fridge that I needed to finish. And I decided to make this pasta for my husband's lunch. Had fantasies of how excited he was gonna be opening his tiffin and finding what turned out to be the ugliest pasta I have ever made. I really want your opinion on this. Let me know in the comments down below. I'm gonna show you how I made it step by step. Is this the ugliest pasta ever? So to make your ugly pasta, you are of course going to need some pasta. I'm using the farfalle that I got from my local bulk barn. I recommend that you use anything else, literally anything else that you have on hand. You prepare the pasta by adding it to a large stock pot of boiling water. I like to add water from my kettle. It's been recently boiled, and I do salt the water when I'm preparing pasta. I cover it up, bring it up to a boil, and I add the pasta into the boiling water. A long time ago, I read in a Canadian Living magazine that if you stir the pasta when you add it to the boiling salted water, that actually helps to prevent it from sticking. So I do that every time now. I can't say that I really struggle with sticky pasta, so maybe this is a method that works. After about 7 minutes, my pasta was sufficiently cooked. I like it a little bit on the chewy side, so I try to aim for al dente. Strain the pasta and keep it aside for use a little bit later on. As I mentioned, I'm trying to finish some vegetables from my fridge, so I just chose whatever I had on hand. You can do the same. This is a great way for you to finish ingredients that you've had for a little while and that you really just need to finish up. In terms of spices and herbs, I'm using some olive oil, salt and pepper, red chili flakes, and herbe de provence. Herbe de provence is a French blend of herbs. I will leave a little description down below if you're curious as to what's in there. But if you don't have access to this, that's not a big deal. Use an Italian blend of herbs. It is pasta after all. But I really like the way that olive oil and rosemary pair together, which is why I opted for the herbe de provence, and I try to get the one without lavender because that is actually not traditional. I digress. Let's get back to our recipe. I've actually added the oil, the seasonings, the onion, the broccoli. There's no real order when it comes to adding these ingredients. I'm just trying to keep in mind the things that require a little longer cooking time and things that require less cooking time. I know that I want the tomatoes to sort of disintegrate a little bit, so I added them a bit earlier on, and the mushrooms are going to go in a little bit later because they don't take as long to cook. I also like to salt as I go, a little bit here and there, as opposed to doing all of my adjustments at the end. And of course, I am gonna do a couple of taste tests along the way just to make sure that the salt isn't getting too out of hand. And it certainly looks like things are coming along really nicely. Everything is still really attractive. At this point, I'm gonna do a little taste test and see if I have to adjust the salt, which I do. I'd rather have less salt than too much salt, you know? ABC, always be checking. And if you're okay with the way things taste, switch off your stove, remove this from the heat, and it's time to incorporate the cooked pasta and the veggies. Even at this point, I have no idea of just how bad this dish is gonna look. I'm gently combining my vegetables and my pasta. I'm doing it with so much love. I'm making sure to eat anything and everything that falls out of the pan. But I feel like in the back of my head, there's a thought, like a doubt, that, you know, does this look as good as I thought it was gonna look? Even now, the doubt has crept in. I'm packing the pasta for my husband's lunch, and there is like not even a seed of doubt. It's like an acorn of doubt. At least I know that the flavor is there, and flavor is king.
I mean, when you're chewing it, you don't have to look at it. Okay, but can I just show you something really quick? I got a text message from a friend at work, and it says, "The ugly pasta is tasty." There you have it. The ugly pasta is tasty. But it is still ugly.
I don't want to be accused of pasta shaming. At the end of the day, pasta is still delicious. And this pasta didn't have a choice as to how it was made, but I'm not going to buy this again. I don't think it's very attractive. There, I said it. This pasta is ugly. It's an ugly pasta.